Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. Tonight's our 417th Blog Talk Radio show. You can find all the rest here at Blog Talk Radio, along with all our interviews. You can also find us on Twitter, Diva of DOOL, and we're also on Facebook and on iTunes. And with me, I'm Marianne, and you can find me at mama_hooch on Twitter. And we have the diva, Carrie, here. Hi, Carrie.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. And Jen is here. Hi, Jen.
Hi. Hi, guys.
And we have Nikki's with us tonight. Hi, Nikki.
Hello, guys.
Hi. And hoping Anna at Causey Hooch will be calling in. She said she's going to try to call in at some point. And we'd also like to have a shout-out to our friends at Bob Hapka and at Amy Hapka, and also at Teo Penglis, at Lauren Coslow, and at Kill Trip USA, who is Ian Buchanan. And I was going to say, before we get started, we have sad news in the soap world. John Callahan passed away yesterday. He had been on Days as Dr. Baker, and I say he was on all My Children. So just going to send thoughts and prayers to his family. So that was kind of a shock.
Yeah, it was a shock.
Somewhere that he had a massive stroke. That's what it had said. So. So that's, that was a shame. It was a shock. It's,
Yeah, he was young, 66. Too.
Yeah, 66, yeah. I mean, it was very, just sudden, yeah, because he was just, I mean, he's always on Facebook and that. I follow him on Facebook and Twitter, and, it was, because I think he was even on that day, on Friday. So, it was all of a sudden, so. Yeah, so, and also hope everyone's surviving the coronavirus. I know some of us I don't know if all of us are still working. I know Jen and Carrie and I are still working. I don't know. Nikki, are you still working?
Yeah, I work in healthcare, so it's been pretty scary.
Nikki? Okay, oh, that's right. So you're still there, right?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
And Christy Clark actually had coronavirus. She posted a few videos on Instagram and Twitter each day about her and her family have it, but they're doing well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Greg caught too.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I think we have Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hey,
hello.
Anna.
This is hopefully corona-free version. Hi there.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, sorry to hear that about Christy Clark's family. And was Greg Reichart officially diagnosed with it, or last time I saw a post he was saying he was quarantined, but he was awaiting results or something like that. So he was diagnosed with it.
Yeah, he has it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. I hope everybody that has it gets well quickly.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope everybody can get back to normal, but we don't know when that'll be. But everyone stay safe until.
Let's be honest, ladies. Were we in particular ever normal? Just saying. I'm kidding.
Well,
it would be nice to get some semblance of normalcy in our lives. It would be very nice.
Yeah. But my routine's kind of the same. I'm still working, so I'm kind of like on my same routine other than I come home and I stay home, can't go out anywhere.
I saw I saw that your industry was you know, able to stay open and stuff. But yeah, you can't do anything
we
besides
were all
work,
open.
right?
Right. We're just
working home.
Yeah, most of the banks and credit unions around here, everybody's drive-through. Nobody, you can't come into the lobby other than by appointment, and no more than one person in at a time. So
we're not
so that's kind of how that's
anymore.
You're not what?
We're not taking cash anymore.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, we're still dealing in cash. Back and forth. So.
Do they have you wear gloves or anything?
Well,
no.
The mask.
No, you're not wearing gloves?
No.
No, you can't. It's too hard to. You can't count money with gloves.
Oh
yeah,
gotcha.
It's hard. Yeah. But anyway, hopefully you'll all get through it. So. Oh yeah, all the time, and the Clorox wipes and wiping down the stations and the phones, and but you unfortunately can't wipe down money. Yeah.
No.
So anyway, that's the only thing. But so as long as you do your, keep trying to keep your hands clean as possible. So.
And don't touch your face. That's what they keep saying. Don't touch your face.
Yeah, well, that's hard to do. So many times you do that without knowing.
The minute that somebody says that, don't you just want to start touching your face?
Yeah. It seems like my nose is itchier more than it's ever been, or whatever.
I was thinking, for that purpose, if no other, at least if you're wearing a mask, you're aware of it. If you go to scratch your face or something, like, oh wait, I can't. There's a mask on it. That might be one of the ways that prevents something when you don't, when it doesn't necessarily prevent you from getting something. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but
every time I try
today go ahead.
cream up my glasses.
Oh, I know.
I'm always.
I know because I've been wearing my either sunglasses, driving glasses wherever I go. Like even just if it's just down the hall, like because I'm in a hotel since we're renovating a house, and so I when I leave my hotel room, I have some sort of glasses on my face because I had read that. Or seen several times that eye membranes, mucous membranes of your eyes, is one of the main places that it can enter. So I just figure, I'll just keep those on when if I have to go in somewhere, I have to potentially be around people. But today I hadn't been wearing a mask too many places, but today when I had to, because we're doing this huge renovation. Right in the middle of a pandemic. We started it before the pandemic hit. So, and Carrie, are you there?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Carrie, I have a zero. I will not be. I'm determined to not be responsible for our record of how many days is it now in a row without accidents at the Diva of DOOL office. So I'm going to try to keep up that famous last words. Oh, please. Now I probably just jinxed myself. But I'm going to try not to have any injuries.
Oh, so are you actually doing the treatment yourself then?
No, but I will have to be on a ladder and do some things tomorrow and so on. So, yeah, I'm not doing I'm only doing things around them and assisting certain aspects of it. That but I will be on a ladder at some point inside probably tomorrow. So I know I'm nervous now. I'm like, oh crap, I just jinxed myself. Oh
Somebody
Lord,
hold
I don't need
that ladder
that right now with everything else going on. Oh gosh, but so it's been pretty challenging and interesting to try to get parts and to try to get when showroom after showroom's closing down and some of it's been an interesting time. We'll just say that. No, that's all I'll say at this point. But it's all good. We'll get everybody will get through it. Just hope everybody's well, gets through it well, and is healthy, and we go forward.
Okay. So let's maybe on to the show. Maybe we'll start with the DeMiras, since that was a big part of the end of the show. First, I wanted to say it was nice to see Tony and Anna back.
Yes.
Came back
Yay.
Thursday and Friday, Teo Penglis and Leanne Hunley. And Teo was looking fine in his white pants and open white shirt, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a
yummy.
haircut. He would, with his little, with his yummy chest showing and everything. But anyway, and he had a haircut. I don't know how.
Very
really short. Very short. He looked a little different.
Short.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked good. Yeah. And Leanne was looking. She had a nice little pink outfit on. She looked. So they were like a breath of fresh air, and they add some. They always add humor to the show too.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice to see them back and how they play off each other and the other people. So they came in, and when they came in, Abigail was really surprised to see them because, of course, Chad didn't tell her anything.
Nope.
And so the reason they were back is because Chad wanted to get them together for a meeting along with Kristen. And then I guess the whole gist of the thing is that Chad had this meeting, and the reason was because Stevano wants to marry Marlena. So what did everyone think of the Stevano Marlena thing? I found it disgusting and just and Kristen and Tony both had two quotes that summed it up. Kristen just said, "This is just wrong."
Yep.
And Tony said, "Will someone wake me from this nightmare?" And I said, yes. Those were two appropriate quotes. So it's it was bad enough the kiss between them, which was a real kiss, but when they actually had a bedroom scene where he actually laid her down on the bed on top of her, kissing, I'm there.
Yeah.
Whoa! Wait a minute. What did everyone think about that?
Should I start, Marianne?
Yeah. What did you think of whoever wants to?
I was texting Marianne when it was happening. I was at work and I was screaming, and I was telling Marianne, "Ew, do not watch the last 2 minutes." And Marianne's like, "Oh my God, are they going to have a bedroom scene?" And I'm like, "Oh my God."
So I have a problem.
I don't
have I hope that wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it worked out the way they were hoping it maybe. But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have a problem. All for the vets having a bedroom scene and people over 60 or 70 or however old they are, because I know Deidre's in her 70s and Stephen Nichols is almost there. So that's great. It's just it's the pairing. It's the couple. I mean, it's still Steve. It's not Stefano. It's Stefano's mind, but it's still Steve's boy. It's just Steve. It's still Steve. In my mind, it's still Steve, and it's still Marlena, whatever. But anyway, and it's wait a minute. They didn't give us Kate and Andre in bed.
How I felt.
I mean, really.
Imagine how I felt when Chris Kosachek started kissing Marlena. I mean, come on. When I tuned back into the show, no.
Oh, yeah. That was another one. I never got even right. That pairing was never. I used to cringe when I saw those two together. But I mean, come on, they didn't give us Andre and Kate in bed, or
I know.
And I really think that.
I know.
Right, really,
hot.
come on.
I mean, damn.
Actually, Andre and Marlena in bed would have been a lot better too.
Yeah.
Yes, Andre should have had the essence of Stefano. Yeah.
Oh dear.
That would have been better. Yeah, that's just my rant.
But yeah, I still feel robbed because of the Kate and Andre thing. But anyway, they finally were getting to where they were admitting they were in love, and it was
Yeah, but anyway, it's just that's well, that's kind of how we'll start. That's kind of how it ended on Friday.
So is Marlena
brainwashed or
well,
somehow he put some kind of chip in her too. They're all brainwashed. I mean, Princess Gina was, Stefano was, Chad is now because he put something in Chad's drink, and he has a trigger word, which is La Familia. So every time he says that, then he does take Stefano's orders.
It's starting to wobble now, though.
Knock him upside the head. So, it ended with John.
ended with John coming through the door.
Oh.
So hopefully we don't go the whole way, because that's like,
No.
oh, okay, please. No. So I don't know how that's going to be. So anyway, what did everyone think of the whole wedding and the whole? I guess Tony was to be the best man, and Kristen maid of honor. So the scenes with Tony and Kristen, just the looks, the expressions on both of them.
So funny.
Were
funny. They had amazing chemistry.
Yeah, and the scenes where they were yelling at Chad and trying to snap him out of it, actually Kristen kind of slapped him.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm so glad she finally slapped him. He had that coming for months.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't stand
like
Chad.
that.
Slap him again. Yes.
Slap him again, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, both her and Tony tried to. Go ahead.
Him in the room and forget about him.
The best part was when Anna was telling Kristen that Kristen wanted to go down the tunnels, and Anna's like, no, because Abigail needs to talk to her husband because she didn't know about this meeting. And so she was like really embarrassing the crap out of Abby that her own husband didn't fill her in on this meeting. So it was just so funny how she did it. And then, and hey, she's the one who found where the wedding was because she had an app on Tony's phone and found them through the app. Just in case.
Find my phone.
Yeah, in case he disappeared again, and it worked. So Anna saves the day.
Yeah, Anna saves the day.
Did you hear what Tony said about it? When Tony told Kristen about it, he said if Anna checks it, I'll never complain again, or something like that.
Yes, yeah, because he said he turned it on. He told Kristen, well, Chad took the phones from them. He said, but before I did, I turned on my Find My Phone app, and she looked at him like what, So yeah, so that was good between the two of them.
Yeah.
Anna, did you watch it or no?
I haven't seen the show in 2 months or more. So no, I haven't gotten to see any of it yet.
If you do watch it, let me just point out. Make sure when you do watch it, just look at Tony's cheek in the whole episode because
I heard there was some lipstick controversy or something.
Leanne kissed his cheek, and Leanne kissed his cheek. So the whole serious episode, the whole show, he's got this big hot pink lipstick on his cheek.
So the rest of the scene is
hard.
Yeah.
The whole show.
You can't think of anything else but that.
Right, because it's all serious. There's this big hot Leanne lipstick.
Oh my gosh.
If Taya would have known that, or unless whether they told him or not, they just kept doing the scene. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's hilarious. And then so they were on.
She didn't wipe it off.
They were on Thursday and Friday of this week. Is that right?
Yeah, Thursday and Friday. I think they're on Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, they're on a 4-episode stretch.
Ooh. Yeah.
And if you've seen any spoilers out there, Anna also goes on a rampage. Again, saves the day with Stevano. Yeah.
Hey,
I think she brings Patch back. Yeah, she brings the Patch back.
All right. Did she knock the chip out of his head?
Yeah, I think she knocked his eye out and the chip. I think.
Oh my
God!
Yeah,
that's
dear.
Coming up. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I like that.
So she's gonna. She sounds like she's being the hero this time.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
I know Leanne well, and I was like, why is she wearing those 4-inch heels? Because Leanne does not like wearing heels anymore. If you look at previous episodes, since her return, she's never wearing heels like that. And then I see the spoiled picture. She's got her spiked heel in her hand, and if you watch the preview video that was posted yesterday, she pretty much knocks his eye out. He's going to need a patch again.
Oh my
I can't wait.
God.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Tuesday.
That kind of was a clever way to bring Steve back, I guess, in a way, you know.
Well,
You have to
yeah.
explain if you want to bring the patch back, you got to knock his eye out again, I guess, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work this time. They took his patch away and it didn't work this time.
No.
Mhm. Yeah. Let's see. Well, Anna didn't. Well, we did have some Kate scenes. I don't know. Since Anna didn't say, Carrie, did you see that? Did you want to talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kate was at the mansion, and Chad knocked her out and put her in the wine cellar with Gabi, because he knocked Gabi out too. So they're in the wine cellar, and they're bickering a little bit. And I don't know why Gabi did this, but she spilled the wine on the floor, but she was going to whack Chad when he came back into the room. But Kate's like, no, he's still Chad. You can't whack him like that. He's brainwashed. And it turns out it was Abby who walks in the room, and Gabi smacks her with it.
And everybody cheers. No, I'm saying. Oh, did I say that?
No. Yeah. Finally, I made it upstairs into the living room, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, I don't think much else happened.
Well, and then Kate kind of figured it out from the letter that Stefano.
Yeah.
She found that letter, and Stefano more or less wrote it in the letter, and she kind of figured out that's Chad was brainwashed. But I did like when Abigail come back, she said, well, you're acting kind of strange. She says, do you have some tramp hitting here? And he says, well, actually two.
Yep.
Because then, actually two. And then he said, well, we have a bunch of rats. He says about the tunnels, he had to go down and check the tunnels. And she said, well, why? He says, well, we have a couple of rats down there. I got to check. He says, we have a rat problem there. Okay. Meaning he was speaking about Kate and Gabi.
Yep.
So, but they did, Abby and, so there was a not good scene there with what we had, like Abby and Kate and Gabi and Anna. And that's kind of where they all kind of figured out where. So I guess they're all on their way over there, too, because Anna found with the phone app. And in the meantime, did Anna go with them?
She walked out on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she walked out. And then Gabi followed her.
Gabi followed her. Okay.
Gabi.
Because then John was served divorce papers. How that's going to be all legal and everything, of course, who knows? Because they're arguing, well, Marlena wasn't in her right mind, so if she did sign them, it's still not going to be. But anyway, you got divorce papers, and then, of course, Hope's now Hope, but she had these memories of Princess Gina, and Stefano was telling her about building Maison Blanche and where it's located. So she remembered that and told Brady and John, so they were on their way to try to rescue Marlena. So, so that's what's happened at the DeMiros, I guess. But those scenes were good with the DeMiros. That was all good.
My question is, how is that ceremony legal? Is Chad a priest?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
it's not.
Chad married them. So,
It's not a real wedding. Like John
is that
said,
like when
like
EJ? Wait, is that like when EJ got his internet law degree? Is this the same kind of thing?
I don't know.
God knows.
So I guess he's an officiant too, like Marlena was, but we never saw him get that.
Maybe Marlena just bestowed that on him. Like maybe she.
And I guess Julie is too, right? Didn't Julie marry?
Right.
She was supposed to marry.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Hope and Rafe or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hope and Rafe.
I don't think it's not
legal though, because Brady said to John,
you have to have a signature on your end too, and John said, I know. It's Stefano just working on his own rules. He's just doing it as a formality so
Mhm.
he can get Marlena in bed. I don't think it's not legal binding. I don't think it's just his way of he wants her in bed.
He just wants, yeah. But she was kind of fighting it there for a while because she'd be hearing John's voices, John's voice and stuff. But yeah, but then she kept falling under Stevano's spell, and yeah, it's just so wrong. I just see on the internet, but I don't think anybody is liking it, and they can't wait for that part. Just like Princess Gina.
What's to like?
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting for Steve to come back.
Trying to ruin the show.
Yeah. So everybody wants Steve and Kayla back, but then it's going to be. I feel sorry for Justin.
Yeah.
I like Justin and Kayla together. I don't know. But, okay. Oh, how did everyone like Hattie and Roman?
I'm
Are we
so
gonna
mad.
really lose Hattie?
So sad.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah. I don't know why they won't write and put those two together and make a story. I don't know.
They just won't
I don't
write,
understand.
and I don't get it.
Maybe
they won't
Deidre
write.
doesn't
They
want
won't.
to keep playing two people.
I don't know. Deidre really, from what a couple of years ago, she really loved Hattie. She was just so happy. She was the best interview we had with her. She was just loving it. And the fans were loving it, and yeah, she really liked that. So I don't know. They just won't give Roman a woman. I don't know why. And Hattie's perfect. They are like perfect together. I think that's really good.
I still like
I
Kate
don't know,
with Roman. I wish they would get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were always good together. Yeah, I don't know why. But it was, it was cute, the whole exchange.
He took it well.
I mean, Hattie just tells it like it is. Yeah,
Yep.
Hattie just tells it like it is. I like you, and you're not. I'm just gonna leave, and he was real, appreciative toward her, but he wasn't. I guess doesn't like her that way. So.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's always room
out.
for her to come back.
Yeah, she'll be back.
What's that?
I think he's creeped out that. I think he's creeped out. She looks so much like Marlena. I think it bugs him.
Yeah.
No,
That could be because she did mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She did mention
it's
something
a
like
creepy.
that about looking like your ex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something like that. That could be. Yeah. But I'm thinking she'll be back. I'm sure she's one of those ones.
See, I haven't seen these scenes. I haven't seen those scenes, but oddly,
they're cute.
I could totally believe that Hattie and Roman would have a lot more chemistry than Roman and Marlena ever had. And it's kind of funny because it's what doesn't make sense, but it's because it's the characters and the way they play them, the way she plays Hattie, that makes them, because together, because that Roman and Marlena are boring. They're painful to watch. So, but I think it's funny because I would totally be into like Hattie and Roman. So, oh well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's just the way, the two completely different characters and the way Deidre plays them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the difference. Mm-hmm. So, and then we have the whole the baby switch. Everybody how'd you like we had another lab tech that switched the results. Xander paid him off.
He looks like he
like right out of high school.
like out of middle school.
Yeah. So it's another so Nicole thought she had him, got the results. Yeah, and she pulls it out. Oh, wait a minute. No, it is. It is Sarah's and Xander's. But when we find, that Xander paid him off to switch them. And so she goes and she kind of tells Abe her suspicions.
Yep.
Yeah, but then he says, well, you got the results right there. And she said, well, somebody could have switched them. You know how that happens in Salem all the time.
Yep.
Because she did the same thing. So she's still not believing. And I think she suspects that Xander had something to do with it. So, but at this point now, Xander and Eric got into it again. Anybody?
Yeah, I thought they were getting along. What happened?
Yeah, they were. Oh, because they're getting married now. So that means Xander's going to be like more into Mickey than suspected, and Eric's kind of doesn't like that. So Sarah had to kind of step in the middle there and tell him to stop. So they're kind of going at
Are
that.
you guys actually into that storyline? Because I am so over it. Like, it's just so boring.
The storyline?
It's like the baby.
I don't know.
It's like, get it over with.
Yeah. Sooner or later, I know it's going to come out, and Sarah's going to be hurt by it, and her and Xander, I'm sure, are going to get split up. Or I heard she goes to the dark side. Did anybody hear anything like that?
I haven't heard that.
She kidnaps Mickey. I heard she kidnaps Mickey. You know what I mean? Like they try, because I think probably, of course, they're going to give the baby back to Kristen and Brady. And, of course, Kristen and Brady are mourning, they went to the grave. They showed them at the gravesite again. And so they decide to do this. Brady tells her, we'll just keep her memory alive. So they're going to do a charity at the hospital in Rachel's name. So, and, of course, Xander and Sarah are there, and there's the baby, and there's another reason, And Kristen always is drawn to the baby.
Yep.
So, yeah. So they're really redeeming Kristen, like for Brady and everything. So she's making her a little bit more likable. So she's doing a good job.
Yep.
I think Ben and Ciera. Their shower scene. Because he's out because Evan, they got David back. I guess they arrested Evan, but he claims it was an accident when he killed Jordan. So I don't know how it was an accident. I don't know.
Of course.
Somebody with a tie or a scarf?
Yeah, so
they
didn't really.
They didn't.
I don't know. They didn't really go into that, so I don't know. Is he still in jail? Did he go to jail? I don't know. I saw a spoiler thing in their previews that is it Ben? Ben is choking him or something? He's fighting with him or something, yeah. So, but yeah, Ben and Ciera had their little they got together, so that's where we are with that. I don't know. Yeah. And David's back with Rafe.
Yeah, and she suggested Ben move into the mansion with her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he's a little leery. He says, well, how do you think your grandpa, Victor's, he says, I don't think Victor's going to like that. Because now Maggie is off, I guess Maggie's off in jail. Or going to, she's going to be going, I guess. Yeah, that was, I think, last week. Was that last week?
Well, she was on this week.
No, it was the beginning. It was the beginning of this week.
Was she on this week?
Yeah, with Victor.
Oh, yeah, with Victor. Yeah, kind of like, more or less kind of like a saying goodbye to him, in a way.
Yeah.
I think. Trying to make him understand why she has to do that. Yeah. Anything else? Let's see, anybody?
We got some returns coming up with Dr. Dan and Brady.
I saw Rex, and somebody told me that somebody said that Dr. Dan is like an April Fool's thing. There's going to be an April Fool's show.
Okay.
Like, I think they did something like that before, like where a lot of stuff isn't true. I don't know if they're actually really, really bringing him back from the dead, but I don't know. Anything's possible.
Please, no.
Yeah. And Leo's back. And Rex and Sheila.
Yeah.
And Stefan. And whether it's Stefan or his twin or whatever, but we see him. Yeah. So they're all back.
That's good.
Mhm. I don't know. Any other storylines or any more about what's going on or coming up?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Or anything we missed?
Trying to think.
Not that I can think of. But this,
I'm just looking at my notes here.
Oh, did you guys talk about John Callahan at the beginning of the show before I came on?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. That was sad. I left him as Dr. Baker. I thought he was hilarious.
That was a baby switch. Yeah, the Nicole. With Nicole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Sydney. Yeah.
It was
Sydney.
Nighttime Hope storyline.
Oh, okay. That's who we played. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
on All My Children.
Eva LaRue. Wasn't he Eva LaRue's ex-husband too? I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did mention her. Mhm.
I hadn't read anything, but I just saw a clip of it.
Yeah, I had just seen.
That's a shame.
Michael Fairman's post about it on Facebook.
And it's funny because I thought about him recently with this whole Princess Gina, because I think I even said one time I'd rather they brought Nighttime Hope and Dr. Baker back before Gina back, because at least he provided a lot of comic relief.
Yeah.
So it's
just another mention of the Days app. If you want to go take a look at that, Xander and Ciera and Kristen and Brady were playing a version of the Newlywed Game with questions and answers, and that was kind of cute. Yeah, it was kind of cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. They always have things like that on there.
Yeah, I saw the Emmys were canceled.
Oh.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, won't be any Emmys.
Yeah, and there won't be an Olympics this year either.
That's right.
No.
Postponing it till 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole year.
Well, Lisa, you know, that's interesting too, because wasn't it going to be on NBC again or no?
Mhm. And days would have been preempted. That's what I had heard.
We might actually be. I was going to say we might actually be getting closer to real time, because
I know
they were on hiatus for a couple of months.
Right.
And then when they were like 8 months behind, and then unfortunately, now they're shut down for a while. And then it's like they won't lose the 2 weeks during the Olympics, so we might actually be only 3 months ahead or something by the time this is all
that works.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it for the people that work there, because a lot of them don't get paid when they're not taping. So I hate that part. But it's always needed to be closer to tape time,
Definitely.
So anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. But a lot of this stuff doesn't sound like something that would be fun to watch anyway, unfortunately. No. And I do have to catch up, because I do want to see the DeMira. I do want to see the Tony and Anna.
Yeah, the DeMiras were good. Yeah, the whole thing with Stefano. Well, that was disgusting, those two. But the whole interaction with Tony and Anna and Chad and Kristen.
Nick's reaction.
And Kate. And,
Hattie and Anna weren't bad either.
What's that?
Tony, yeah.
They were good.
Yeah,
they were good. They had chemistry. I love the scene with all the 4 DeMira sister-in-laws. Even though 2 were widows.
Yeah, really, all the sister-in-laws, because Kate, that's good. Andre's ex, and Stefan. Yeah, they all were married to DeMira. Yes, and Gabi.
Andre's widow, not his ex. Please.
Yeah.
Well, and Andre's widow, yes.
Gabi.
His widow. And then Gabi, Stefan, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh,
All
that
the
sounds
sister-in-laws.
good. I
Yeah.
think I would really enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of these days I will have to get caught up on it. Just hasn't been happening. In fact, I haven't been home in so long. Go ahead.
Sadly, this week coming up is going to be Tail and Leanne's last stunt for a while because they haven't filmed since past last August or something. So they're not going to be on for a while.
I think this is from. Yeah, I think this is from August that I know. I can tell of, but August. Yeah, I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But they're going out with a bang.
Oh yeah,
really? Yeah.
Well, it says that Stevano goes to hurt his son, Tony, and then that's when Anna goes and saves them. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. So this time it's Anna to the rescue instead of Tony to the rescue. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And Steve has treated Anna like crap, even when he was Steve. So.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to feel bad for Steve too. I don't.
First she shoots him, and now he puts his eye out again.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, my notes. I think we covered everything.
I definitely can't
that
think of
are
anything else since I didn't see it. But some of it sounds good. I may have to do the fast forward thing.
Yeah.
Although it's always harder to do the fast forward when you're watching it on the app, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday were pretty good.
It.
Yes.
Anna, do you
remember?
Did you guys see where?
Was Kate on during the Thursday, Friday, or was she on earlier in the week?
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. She was with the whole story with the Chad and the DeMiras. Yeah. Of course.
Did you see where Anna calls Kate a carnivore because she's always going after her Tony in Anna's mind?
In Anna's mind, yeah. That Kate. She's always going after my Tony. She might want to go after my Tony.
A carnivore. A
carnivore.
That's ironic since Lauren is really a vegetarian, but no. Oh, that's interesting. That's funny. Carnivore, going after my man.
Yeah.
Like she could say, in my defense,
Anna, Anna didn't have much nice things to say to Kate or Kristen or on anybody
sounds
really.
Like she's like grumpy.
So. She was kind of grumpy. Yeah, she's funny. Yeah.
I love
she speaks her mind for sure.
Anna. I love sassy Anna, but I hope that Kate punches back.
Well, Kate wasn't around to hear that. I think at the time she wasn't there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, I guess that's it then. So thanks everyone it was fun.
Yeah,
everyone stay safe.
Yeah, great to hear everybody's voices, and everybody stay well.
Yep,
stay
safe.
You made it. Yeah.
That's
Okay, thanks everyone. Okay,
good night.
Okay,
good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
God
bless.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.